I'm like, that's great. Sounds like you had a good day. That's great. But then when you think about like poverty and homelessness also exist in this universe. The island of trash floating in the Pacific is of this universe. Everything evil you can imagine exists in this universe. But I'm glad that you felt like the universe and all its mysterious ways and workings conspired to make you have a good morning. I'm so glad. That's so good for you. I'm a lot of fun at parties.
And if you're not familiar with the tradition of pouring libations, who's heard of pouring libations before? Okay. If you haven't heard of pouring libations, have you heard a hip hop song say "Pour one out for the homies"? Are you familiar? Okay. That is pouring libations. Okay. And it is a African tradition. And I don't know if you're aware, but Black America, Black culture, is a combination of what we call slave culture and African culture. And that brings us to Black Americans in this country, okay? So I'm gonna pour one out, and I am gonna pour one out to our ancestors, okay? And not just our Black ancestors, and I'm gonna try not to get emotional. There's so much history in this country that we don't acknowledge, right? So it's not just the correct history of my people, right? It's the history of the indigenous people that we stole this land from, right? It's the history of the Chinese and Japanese folks that we put in internment camps when they worked on the railroads, right? I don't know if y'all are aware, okay? It's Tuskegee, yes. It is the history of the concentration camps that we have on our borders right now, right? That are enslaving other brown people, okay? So we really need to get some perspective when we're teaching the history of this country. So that's all I have to say. I'm gonna give the mic to Devin Ayers. Devin?
Once upon a time, here in Columbus, Ohio, we had this amazing thing where performers, audiences, everybody lived under the skies of color blindness, right? We were all colorblind because our allies and the people that wanted to be on the side of Black and brown individuals didn't want to acknowledge that there was any difference. It was all in, trust me, it was all in good faith, I promise you. It was all in good faith. It was coming from that love of not wanting to see a difference in the opportunities of me and you. Now we have this amazing opportunity. We're on the cusp of real change here in this country.
Yeah.
It's an unfortunate bloodletting that we have to watch over and over and over again, but it is a necessary thing to wake us up to the fact that actually, nah, man, we don't have the same situation. We want to. And that's what's awesome about these types of gatherings. So when I look out on the crowd and I look at the stage, I see people of all different shapes, sizes, colors, and everything else. This is what we want, yeah? Yeah? Yeah! It's okay, you don't have to be shy. This is what we want, right? The only way to get to this right here is just to be honest about where we've come from.
Yes!
Just to be honest about the fact that, yo, man, honestly, we don't have the same situation.
Yeah!
It's just to be honest about the fact that it's not just Black folks in this country, it's brown folks, it's the indigenous people. Although the Black race was literally one of the only in history that was enslaved and brought to these borders in chains.
We love you.
At the end of the day, we all want to see that good shit, right?
Yeah.
Because you and you and you, especially you, we all want the same thing. We'll talk about it later. We all want the same thing. We all just want to laugh, we want to smile, we want to look at each other, we want to be proud about, oh my God, that was a great whatever, whatever, whatever. And the only way that we can do that is by confronting what we really have to confront. So thank you all. I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you all for being strong enough to come here, be brave, and confront the fact that maybe we need to look a little inward in order to get to where we want to be.
Thank you, guys. That's why I call it a hug, right? Because we need to amplify all voices.
it's okay to not be okay. You know? be better gone. But you're a gift from nature. But you're a gift from God. I guess I'll be right back. I guess I'll be right back. I guess I'll be right back. Yeah. I guess I'll be right back. I guess I'll be right back. I guess I'll be right back. I love all of you. Some days you don't feel like you're winning. That's okay, that's okay. Some days you might feel blue, and that's okay, that's okay. 'Cause you're a gift from nature. 'Cause you're a gift from God. I guess I'll be right back. 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 Everyone, can you do me a favor? Put your hands up in the air. We're gonna wait this one out because we love each other. 2, 3. I guess I'll be